Great honor and privilege to welcome Ambassador Kumar Tuhin, a distinguished diplomat and esteemed representative of India on the global stage. Currently serving as the Ambassador of India to the Kingdom of Netherlands, he brings over 3 decades of exemplary service as a member of the Indian Foreign Services since 1991. His illustrious career includes leadership roles as the Director General of Indian Council for Cultural Relations and Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, along with prestigious assignments as India's Ambassador to Hungary and High Commissioner to Namibia. Having served in key diplomatic missions across Hong Kong, Beijing, Geneva, Hanoi and San Francisco, he possesses profound expertise in bilateral and multilateral relations, particularly in East India. An engineer by training and a scholar of Chinese and French, Ambassador Tuhin exemplifies intellectual depth, diplomatic excellence, cultural sensitivity and visionary leadership. His unwavering commitment to strengthening India's international partnerships and cultural outreach continues to inspire admiration and respect worldwide. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Ambassador Kumar Tuhin.
Respected spiritual masters, yoga acharyas, distinguished delegates and dear friends in the global yoga family. Namaskar. As we prepare for this year's International Day of Yoga, it is an honor for me to address this gathering of united consciousness on the theme One Earth, One Health, One Consciousness, Yoga for Global Wellbeing. The topic for our deliberation today, which is Yoga for Global Peace, it is not merely timely, it is urgent. The world is grappling with ongoing conflicts, geopolitical tensions, ecological crises, and a deep crisis of human disconnection. Wars, displacement, and division have exacerbated suffering, impacting the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health of millions. In such a fragile landscape, some may ask, is it over-ambitious to claim that yoga can help address these challenges of self and society? I will like to submit that it is not an ambition. Actually, it is a necessity rooted in ancient wisdom and validated by empirical evidence. Now, why do I say so? Yoga is India's profound gift to humanity, an ancient science that unites body, mind, and spirit. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi has often reminded us, yoga embodies the unity of mind and body, thought and action. It is far more than physical postures, that is asanas. When people think of yoga, the first image is often someone in a bending pose. Conferences like this play a vital role in correcting that perception. Yoga is fundamentally the science of the mind, which is the art of controlling the body through the mind and ultimately transcending the limited self. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali define yoga in its very first verse, which is Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That is, yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. So when the mind is still, which is Tada Drashtu Swarupe Avasthanam, which means the seer, the true self, is established in its own true nature. This inner stillness is the foundation of peace. Now, modern research echoes what our treatises taught centuries ago. What the brain produces depends in part on our thoughts, feelings, and expectations. A positive attitude, hope, and mental resilience can trigger chemicals that boost healing. There is a clear correlation between our mental state and physical well-being. And yoga's eightfold path, which is yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dhyan, dharana, and samadhi, addresses every dimension: physical vitality, emotional balance, mental clarity, and spiritual awakening. In India, we have rich vocabulary for the mind, including manas, which is the pure childlike state, buddhi, which is intellect, and chitta, where ego resides. So when the sense of I dominates, illness and conflict arise. Our goal in yoga is to move from I to we, where individual cells, individuals, communities, and nations live in harmony. I, in fact, is illness, and we is equated to wellness. So moving from I to we is the essence of yoga and the pathway to global peace. True health is not merely the absence of disease, it is the presence of holistic well-being: physical, emotional, mental, social, and spiritual. And this conference's sub-themes beautifully capture this, which is yoga for emotional well-being, builds empathy and resilience against anger and grief. Yoga for mental well-being enhances focus and reduces anxiety. And yoga for spiritual well-being fosters compassion and oneness. And yoga for social and global well-being directly addresses inequalities, conflict resolution, and planetary harmony. There is a link between inner peace and outer peace. Yoga cultivates inner peace, which naturally radiates outward. A practitioner who masters emotional regulation through pranayam and meditation is less likely to fuel violence. Communities practicing collective yoga develop stronger social bonds, compassion, and inclusion. And on a global scale, yoga promotes the consciousness of one earth, one health, which is aligning perfectly with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, particularly the SDG 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions, and SDG 17, which is partnerships. So, as we celebrate the 12th International Day of Yoga under themes like Yoga for One Earth, One Health, let us remember yoga's role in healthy aging, preventive health, and building resilient societies. Initiatives like these remind us that daily practice creates lifelong benefits with minimal resources. Distinguished friends, yoga offers tools for global peace, forgiveness to heal trauma, compassion to build divides, mindfulness to resolve conflicts, and the sense of oneness to transcend boundaries and ego-driven geopolitics. In prisons, refugee camps, workplaces, and schools, yoga is already demonstrating its power to rehabilitate, unite, and uplift. So I urge all participants, spiritual masters, policymakers, youth leaders, and practitioners to become ambassadors of this consciousness. Take the insights from this conference and the practical workshops back to your respective institutions. Integrate yoga into health systems, education, diplomacy, and peace building. And let this meeting mark a shift, which is from fragmented, I-centered thinking to unified we consciousness. And as we think about the theme of this conference, which is One Earth, One Health, One Consciousness, let us submerge ourselves in this unifying feeling of one humanity. In the words of ancient wisdom and modern visionaries alike, yoga is not just exercise, it is a way to discover oneness with yourself, the world, and nature. And may this gathering inspire a global movement where inner peace becomes the foundation for world peace. Thank you very much. Let us conclude with a collective Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Peace in body, mind, and spirit, and of course, peace on earth. Namaste.
On behalf of United Consciousness, I thank Ambassador Kumar Tuhin for coming onto the platform of United Consciousness. Thank you so much.